Well, hi, this is Jay Arthur. Welcome to data collection using check sheets in ChartSmartXL. So if we weren't able to find some data about defects, we might have to collect some data manually. And it's always best to start manually first before you try and automate data collection, because you never know what you actually want to connect. And so what we're going to do is you can go into the data collection tools under ChartSmart and choose check sheet, and you'll get something that looks like what we have here. All right, so we might actually, by week, we might have the days of the week and then types of defects along the side. Or you might customize this particular template, and I want to know by weekday and by weekend, by shift, what types of defects are occurring. You know, it just doesn't really matter how you go about this. We just want to collect some information. So here's our weekdays. And what you want to do is come in and notice what the first defect is. And when you do that, you just start creating a stroke tally of the types of defects as you see them. And so we might go through Monday and then on into Tuesday and on into Wednesday and the rest of the week and collect all this data. And when we do that, then we can start to categorize. First, by type of defect, we want to know the totals, and then by day of the week, we want to know how many are out there. So the check sheet enables us to first count and then categorize what types of errors occurred. Now I could take this data along the bottom, hold down the control key, select these above, and say I want the performance chart wizard to go create a performance chart of this data. So here's our performance chart. We could come back in and select the data this way. So I just want the defects and the total defects. Come into ChartSmart and choose Pareto chart. And these are defects. And you can see here that defect 3 is half of the total defects. So that's where we'd want to start to work. And we'd want people on the team, we'd take that big bar, put it into our fishbone diagram as the problem statement, and now we could figure out who should be on the team to solve this type of defect. So that's pretty simple, right? You can use the tools in our check sheets to collect your data, summarize that data, and then use that to create performance charts and Pareto charts from ChartSmartXL. And you don't need a lot of data to do this. And once you discover that you like the data, then you might want to automate measurement. But until then, don't try it. Right? So that's the simple process for creating a check sheet and using it to get down to the key thing you want to work on. Where's the Pareto pattern? I'm always looking for the Pareto pattern. And in this case, defect number 3 was our big problem throughout here. From there, we can find the right people to work on this and make those improvements.